this video, we will discuss part 2nd and part 3rd. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. So Tilly Smith was a British girl who could save many lives because she had an idea, she had knowledge of saving lives during tsunami. She had learned in her geography lessons what are the science signals before tsunami comes. So when tsunami hit Phuket beach in Thailand, Tilly Smith and her family were present there, and Tilly Smith could notice the high tide waves and help them to move from there. Though has won many awards, but her parents did not want their daughter to be interviewed on television and convert into a celebrity. The Tilly Smith family from southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. So Tilly Smith and her family, they belong to southeast England and they were celebrating Christmas at the beach resort in southern Thailand. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. Tilly Smith was only 10 years old and her sister was 7 years old. Tilly Smith's father name was Colin Smith, whereas her mother's name was Penny Smith. It was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. So it was day of 26 December 2004. The horrible day when deadly tsunami waves were on their path and they had been triggered by a massive earthquake of northern Sumatra earlier that morning. Northern Sumatra was the epicenter of that tsunami and that had been already triggered, had been already initiated in the form of earthquake. First of all, earthquake took place and then the tsunami waves started to move forward towards the seashore. The water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered. The high tide waves, the water was rising up and up and moving towards the seashore. The beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. The beach was becoming smaller and smaller in the way that tsunami waves started to occupy, started to break all the beaches, converted the beaches into a destructive place. It was all around water and water. And Penny Smith didn't know what was happening. She didn't have any idea what was going on. But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Tilly could sense that something wrong was happening with them. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. 2 weeks back only, she had taken geography lesson in which she read about tsunami. About the causes of tsunami, so she had an idea about it. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble and form whirlpools. Tilly noticed that the sea water was rising up and up, and it was making foam. It was bubbling and forming whirlpools. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. In her geography class, she had gone through a video in which tsunami had hit Hawaiian Islands in 1946. So she had an image of that tsunami. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. Her geography teacher had given them a lesson about tsunami and had shown a video about it to the class, and he also gave them knowledge that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes in the bed of sea, volcanoes, eruption of volcanoes in bed of sea, and landslides in the bed of sea. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. Tilly started to shout. She started to cry at her family to move from there, to move from the beach. She was talking about an earthquake which took place under the sea. Her family didn't have any single idea about the earthquake and tsunami, but as Tilly had taken a lesson about it in her geography class, she knew about tsunami waves. She got more and more hysterical. Hysterical means when you are hysterical, you shout, laugh, or cry in a wild, excited way without any control over yourself. So she became wild. She did not have any control over herself because she wanted her family to move from there immediately, said her mother Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my doctor so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. Her mother did not know about tsunami, but when she saw her daughter so frightened, so scared, she understood that something serious was going to take place. That's why she was screaming in such a way. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. So Tilly's parents, as well as her sister along with Tilly, they all moved to the swimming pool which was in the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Other tourists also followed Smith family and they also left the beach at that time. Then it was as if the sea entire had come out after them. I was screaming, run. Just as they left the beach, they saw the entire sea following them. Means the whole water of sea was coming after them. And Penny Smith was screaming, she was shouting, run, run, run fast. The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. The Smith family took the shelter in the third floor of the hotel. The building was strong, the building was sturdy, so it endured the attack of three tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have survived any more. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families. Afterwards, the Smith family met some other tourists who had lost the whole members of their families. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson that they had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. It was the knowledge of Tilly which saved Smith family's life and other people's also. Because of her knowledge only, they were before warned. They could move into the hotel. When Tilly returned back to her school, she narrated the whole matter to her classmates that how terrific it was. It was a terrific story for her. Now, part third. Before the giant waves slammed into the coast in India and Sri Lanka, wild and domestic animals seemed to know what was about to happen. So, before the tsunami waves hit the coastal areas of India and Sri Lanka, wild animals and domestic animals had sensed about the mishappening which was going to take place. They fled to safety, so they ran away to a safe place. According to eyewitness accounts, elephants screamed and ran for higher grounds. Dogs refused to go outdoors. Flamingos abandoned their low-lying breeding areas, and zoo animals rushed into their shelters and could not be enticed to come back out. So, as the eyewitness says, who were proof at that time, they say that at that time elephants started to scream and they started to find such a place which was higher. Dogs denied to go outdoors because they felt it was dangerous for them. Flamingos left low-lying breeding areas and moved to some higher places. And zoo animals shut themselves into their shelters and they could not be tempted to come back out in the open area. Many people believe that animal possesses a sixth sense and know when the earth is going to shake. It is believed that animals have sixth sense and they can feel when the earth is going to quake. Some experts believe that animals are more accurate. Hearing helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. Some experts says that animals have more hearing power to feel the earth's vibration. They are more sharp than the human beings. They can sense an approaching disaster long before humans realize what is going on. So animals can sense, they can feel an upcoming disaster long before humans realize and understand it. We cannot be sure whether animals have a sixth sense or not, but the fact is that the giant waves that rolled through the Indian Ocean killed more than 1,50,000 people in a dozen countries, but not many animals have been reported dead. It is not confirmed that whether animals have sixth sense or not, but from a fact that tsunamis took the life of 1000 sorry 1,50,000 people on the day of 26 December 2004, but many of the animals were not dead because they moved to safer places. What animals could feel, it was not felt by human beings, so they were killed in large numbers. Along India's Kudala Road coast, where thousands of people perished, buffaloes, goats, and dogs were found unharmed. So, along India's Kudala Road coast, many dead bodies of humans were found, but that of animals were lesser than human beings. Means animals were not harmed to the extent which human beings suffered. The Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is home to a variety of animals including elephants, leopards and 130 species of birds. So the Yala National Park in Sri Lanka is a shelter for many of the animals which includes elephants, leopards and 130 species of birds can be found there. 60 visitors were washed away from the Patan, Patanangla beach inside the park, but no animals' carcasses were found. 60 visitors were washed away from Patanangla beach, which is located inside the park, but no remains of animals were found except two water buffaloes. Means if we compare the number of human beings and that of animals, humans number is much more than that of animals. About an hour before the tsunami hit, people at Yala National Park had observed three elephants running away from the Patanangla beach. Before tsunami hit Yala National Park, it was observed that three elephants started to run away from there because animals had felt the vibrations of earth. They could feel the danger. A Sri Lankan gentleman who lives on the coast near Gale said his two dogs would not go for their daily run on the beach. A Sri Lankan gentleman who lived near the coastal area of Gale, he said that his two dogs refused to go for daily run because they could feel the danger of tsunami. They are usually excited to go on this outing, he said. On the other days, they are very excited to go on this outing. But when tsunami was about to hit, that place, they denied to go on daily run because dogs had felt the danger. But on that day, they refused to go and most probably saved his life. On the day of 26th December 2004, the two dogs refused to go completely for outing, and for and due to them only, gentleman's life could be saved. Thank you.